It's about 5 minutes after 10, and I'm at campsite 8, H8 I should say. So I've been at it for about an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half now, and I've been stopped here for about 5 minutes. Let's see, what can I say? Got up this morning at 6, which was too early because it was still too dark out to really do much setup, or takedown I should say. So I just had a cup of coffee and relaxed, and then got the gear together and was on the trail by 8:30 after a nice breakfast of rehydrated bacon and eggs. That was very good. Started hiking along. Haven't seen too many people. I did run into 4 people yesterday, actually 6. But the 2 I saw, I actually ran into again this morning. So let me tell you that story. Yesterday I saw them just before I stopped for lunch by Cave Lake. And obviously I never saw them again. And this morning I saw them. They were on the other side of this creek that the trail kind of winds around. And they asked me where I was going. They were from Germany. And I told them I was going to H19, and the guy said, "You're going the wrong way." And I said, "No, I'm going the right way. I just came from H7. Where'd you come from?" And he said, "I was at H8. So we got talking, and he said, "Did you pass the dam?" Because there's a dam where Three Narrows empties into this creek. And I said, "Yeah, the dam's right there, so you're definitely going the wrong way." And he looked at his wife, and he was like, "I don't know how that happened." So hopefully they turned around and started going the way I headed, because they're headed to campsite H16, which is the next one up. It's kind of weird. I think it goes by sections. H1 through H8 are in the Bay Fin section, and then you skip and go to H16 through H23, and I think that's in the Three Narrows section. And then, so that's what I'm going to head into. So just going to have a little bit of trail mix and some water, and then get back at it. I did want to show you what I packed for each day. So each day I've got a mix of trail mix, a Cliff Bar, some beef jerky, and a Snickers. And that's to get me through lunch and any kind of trail breaks. Yesterday anyway, I had some leftovers at camp. Didn't end up eating the Snickers bar until around the campfire with my hot chocolate. So I packed more than enough, that's for sure, and it seems to be sustaining me, so that works. So it was supposed to rain today. Right now it's kind of high, bright clouds. Doesn't look like it's going to rain, but you never know. They were predicting about 4 millimeters, which isn't a whole lot. So the goal is get to camp and get set up before it happens. So like I say, I'm going to enjoy a little bit of trail mix now, keep the energy up, have some water, and then back on the trail. So we'll talk to you later. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but there's a pack of howling wolves. Listen. That's a first for me. Never heard that before. Granted, I'll be keeping my eyes peeled, but that was pretty neat. And normally they don't like to come into contact with humans, so I'm not that worried. But I'll be wary. Kind of cool. Well, welcome to Three Narrows Lake. I'm at campsite H19, and it's been a very eventful day. Boy, oh boy, I thought the trail today would be easier than it was. There was so many roots and rocks to step over and around, and blowdowns, and it seemed like there were a lot of PUDs, as hikers call them, pointless ups and downs. It seemed like whoever made this trail said, "Oh look, there's a rock face, we can make them climb," and then come back down 2 minutes later. And it was like that pretty much the whole day. So my legs were really feeling it, which has me a little concerned about tomorrow, because I've got longer to go and more arduous terrain. But one step at a time, and I'll treat it like a marathon. Don't go out too fast, and just take breaks when I need them, and slow and steady will win the race. But the highlight, and hopefully the Hero 4 that I have picked it up, the sound of those wolves howling. I've been in the back country over a dozen times now, and that's the first time I've had the pleasure of hearing wolves. And I always thought it'd be around the campfire at night, or sometime in the middle of the night, not at 10:30 in the morning. But yeah, that was just before campsite 816, and I ran into a young couple shortly after that, and they said they were serenaded to that sound all night last night, so that was pretty cool. And then later on, I was approaching campsite H18, the one before mine, and I just climbed over a rise and saw some, or heard some movement in the woods, which startled me, and looked up to see three does bound off into the woods. So I tried to capture a couple of pictures of that, so hopefully that turns out, but that was pretty neat too. I got here and I had zero motivation. I was just done. And but I took my time and, you know, had a cup of coffee and did the gear explosion, and, you know, pretty soon started feeling back to normal and got things done. I was debating whether to have a fire or not, but I am going to have one, and I went out and got the wood for that, so that was good. Apologize if there's any wind noise. The great thing about today too was the rain held off. It spit maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes when I was here, but no substantial rain, although the skies you know, are threatening, but there's no rain predicted after today, so hopefully the forecasters get that right. And it's supposed to warm up a little bit too, which would be nice. Probably not so nice on the hiking part, but definitely around the campsite, because today I have a little thermometer that I bring with me, and it's been hovering around 13 degrees pretty much the whole day, so pretty chilly. I mean, you still work up a sweat when you're walking, but then when you stop, of course, you got that sweat on you and you cool down really quick and you get chilly. But I'm layered up and comfortable, so that's pretty good. The other thing to look forward to tomorrow is I'll reach the halfway mark of the trail. So I have a big day tomorrow and then a really small day, which is almost going to be like a rest day. And then, you know, we'll talk about that when we get to those parts. But really great day today, all in all. I mean, seeing the deer, hearing the wolves, you know, and making it to this beautiful campsite. Hopefully you can see the scenery behind me. I'll do a panoramic view here in a second, because Three Narrows is just a great lake. And those ridges you see, that's what I'll be climbing up tomorrow. So looking forward to that, looking forward to the challenge, and hope the old legs can make it. So let's have a peek. So there you see them. Then over here is Doris Island. Hopefully you can still hear my voice. Tried to camp there when we were canoeing in July, but when we got there, the campsite was already taken. When you're canoeing, you can book the lake, but you can't pick a site, unlike hiking where you can. There's more of the ridges there, and you can see it continues as far as the eye can see. But a pretty lake, beautiful views, great day. Looking forward to tomorrow. Well, I wasn't going to do a video now, but I figured what the hell. I'm at the cutoff to H21. Started at H19 from my campsite this morning. Took a little over 2 hours and 20 minutes to get here, which is about bang on. I had one 15-minute break earlier just to grab some water and a snack, and doing the same thing now. And this is where the fun starts. Pretty soon I'm going to have a 30-meter vertical descent followed by a climb up a waterfall. So that ought to test the old legs for sure. But my plan is today to stop every hour and just make sure I'm keeping myself recharged, because I've got a long stretch ahead. I've done a little over, I think it's 5.5K, and I've got 10.2 left to go. So third of the way done the day, and it's 10:44, 10:45, somewhere around there. Last night I forgot to say I enjoyed a delicious pad thai made by Backpackers Pantry, and complete with sriracha and peanuts and peanut butter and lime sauce. It was just absolutely delicious. I'd recommend that to everybody. A lot of the online reports said watch out for severe flatulence after you eat it, but I didn't have that problem, so that's good. So I got up this morning about a little after 6:15. Took my time, got ready, and hit the trail by 8:15. So it's been a good day so far, and hopefully the legs hold up, because the arduous part of the trip is about to begin. This is where we get up on the ridges, and I'm sure there's some spectacular views ahead. I can't believe, I've been meaning to mention this, some guy ran this trail in under 10 hours. Walking it, I can't even imagine doing that. You know, the stamina and the sure footing you would need to do that, and to complete it in under 10 hours is just insane, if you ask me. But kudos to him. I mean, that's an awesome accomplishment. There's people who hike it in 3 or 4 days, and there was no way I was going to be that tough on myself. The good news is, and I just keep saying as I'm walking along, tomorrow I only have a 5K day, so a very short day, and should be very enjoyable. So once I get to the campsite tonight, I know I've got an easy day ahead, so that's going to be the thought. Just you know, make it through the tough part today and enjoy the good day tomorrow. So we'll check in later, but so far so good. Well, it's, what time is it? 1:35, and I've just successfully ascended Moose Pass. By far the toughest ascent of the trail. That was a bugger. Boy, oh boy, I'm just glad it's over and I conquered it. And look at the view it rewards you with. Isn't that spectacular? Killarney is a beautiful place, but it makes you pay for the views. That's for sure. So my campsite last night would have been down through the trees there somewhere. Anyway, it's about 3 hours or so from here to the campsite. So with breaks, I'm figuring I should be there between 5 and 5:30. Hopefully this is the toughest ascent of the day, because if I got more of this ahead, whew, it'll be trouble. I mean, I'll make it, but it'll be slow. Anyway, just wanted you to see the view and see what old man sweat looks like. Even my sweat has sweat. I am thoroughly soaked, and it's probably 20 degrees Celsius. I can't imagine doing this in the real heat of the summer. Anyway, time to chug some water back and take 10 and then get back at it. Talk to you soon.